it's so good to see you again.
And it's nice to be back, Mary. I'll wait in here.
All right, I'll tell them you're here.
Sanctum sanctorum. How perfectly the professor's unique haven. Primly classical. When New Englander meets Greek. He hasn't added one book in years. How old was I when I first came here? 6. With my father. Father. How dim his face has grown. He wanted to speak to me just before he died. The hospital, the smell of iodoform in the cool halls. I bent down. His voice had withdrawn so far away I couldn't understand him. What son can ever understand? What memories on such a smiling afternoon. This pleasant old town after 3 months. I won't go to Europe again. Couldn't write a line there. How answer the fierce question of all those dead and named? Too big a job for me. But back here, it is the interlude that gently questions in this town, dozing, decorous bodies moving with circumspection through the afternoons. An excuse for weaving amusing words, my novels. Not of cosmic importance, hardly. But there's a public that cherishes them, evidently. And I can write. I must start work tomorrow. I'd like to use the professor in a novel sometime. And his wife. Seems impossible. She's been dead 6 years. So aggressively his wife. Poor professor. Now it's Nina who bosses him. But then that's different. Nina's bossed me, too, ever since she was a baby. She's a woman now. Known love and death. Gordon brought down in flames 2 days before the armistice. No wonder she broke down. Mother said she's become quite queer lately. Mother seemed jealous of my concerns. Why have I never fallen in love with Nina? Could I? That way? I used to dance her on my knee. But sometimes the scent of her hair and skin, like a dreamy drug. There's a rub. All dreams with me. My sex life among the phantoms. Always that memory. Why can't I forget? As sickeningly clear as if it were yesterday. Prep school, Easter vacation, Fatty Boggs, and Jack Fraser. That house of cheap vice. $1. Why did I go? Oh, Jack, the dead game sport. How I admired him. Yeah, afraid of his taunts. He pointed to the Italian girl. Take her. Daring me. What a pig she was. Surly, contemptuous, lumpy body, short legs, thick ankles. Slums of Naples. What you talking about? Get a move on, kid. Kid, I was a kid, 16. Test of manhood. Ashamed to face Jack unless... You fool, I could have lied to him. But I honestly thought that was to feel humiliated if I... You stupid kid. Back at the hotel, I waited until they were asleep and then sobbed, thinking of Mother, feeling I had defiled her and myself forever. Oh, why does my mind have to dwell on that? An incident such as any boy my age. Here I am again, Professor.
I'm so glad to see you, Charlie. I was surprised, too. We didn't expect you back so soon.
And I never dreamed of returning so soon. But Europe, Professor, is the big casualty they were afraid to set down on the list.
Yes. Now, I suppose you found everything completely changed since before the war.
I couldn't stand it. There were millions sitting up with a corpse already who had a family right to be there. And I was wasting my time, too. I couldn't write a line. But where's Nina? I must see Nina.
She'll be right in. You'll find Nina changed, Charlie. Greatly changed. First thing she said at breakfast, I dreamed of Gordon. She dreamed of Gordon.
Well, I'd hardly call that a change, would you? Oh, but just what do you mean, Professor? Before I left, she seemed to be coming out of that horrible, numb calm.
She's played a lot of golf, tennis this summer, motored about with old friends. She's even danced a good deal.
Well, that sounds splendid. When I left, she wouldn't see anyone or go anywhere.
Well, now she's gone to the opposite extreme. Sees everybody, boys, fools, As though she lost all discrimination or wish to discriminate?
Oh, well, that's all undoubtedly part of the effort she's making to forget.
Yes, but shall I tell him? No, that might sound too silly. If only Nina's mother had lived. My wife, dead. Wife, helpmate. Now I need help. Well, it's no use. She's gone.
No girl could forget Gordon in a hurry, especially after the shock of his tragic death.
For heaven's sake, don't remind her of it, Charlie. Give her a chance to forget if you ever want to see her well again. You see, Charlie, life must be lived. Nina cannot go on living with a corpse forever. It isn't Gordon, Charlie. It's his memory, his ghost, haunting Nina. You might call it that I've come to dread because of the terrible change in her attitude toward me. I've got to tell him. He'll see I was justified. I was acting for the best. Now, it may sound ridiculous, Charlie, but Nina has begun to act as though she hated me.
Oh, come now.
Absolutely. I've not wanted to admit it. I've refused to believe it.
Oh, now you're becoming morbid. Why, Nina has always idolized you. What possible reason?
I can answer that, I think. She has a reason. But why should she blame me when she knows I was acting for the best? You probably don't know it, Charlie. But just before he sailed for the front, Gordon wanted their marriage to take place, and Nina consented. However, I thought it was ill-advised. I took Gordon aside. I pointed out to him that such a precipitate marriage would not be fair to Nina and scarcely honorable on his part.
A shrewd move. We must all be crooks where happiness is concerned, steal or starve. But was it honorable of you?